and welcome to Cambodia. So we've arrived now in Phnom Penh, and the taxi is in traditional Asian style, a tuk-tuk. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
And it's boiling. This is the airport, and we're off in the tuk-tuk. Riding a motorbike on the pavement. Pretty standard in this part of the world. Police don't seem to mind. Expensive cars in that garage, Lamborghinis and everything. Some people here must have some money. So we've just arrived in our hotel. Hello. In Phnom Penh in Cambodia, and we've just come up for a drink in the roof bar. Looks very nice. Little water feature here. And a view of Phnom Penh skyline on all sides. Let me just go up here. Kind of an well, it is an infinity pool. With that view. Going up another level, I can see there's a palm tree on the top. Okay, innit? People are still swimming now as well. So the infinity pool goes all the way around. And that's them fellas from the plane before. Okay, very nice first impressions. So we've come for a wander now to check out the street life in the area near our hotel, and we found a street with lots of activity, lots of street food. Found this restaurant which looks busy, and Ivan and Helcher are just checking out what they want. But here you go. Let's have a look at the menu. As you can see, the prices are pretty good. Fish and chips there for £5.50. Sorry, not £5.50, $5.50, which is more like £4 something. These are the meat dishes. Again, extremely good value. And it does seem to be popular with the locals as well, which is always a good sign. So me and Helcher have gone for the Cambodia beer again, which is decent, to be honest. It's quite light, so in this massive temperature, it's not too bad, but Ivana's gone for a coconut water, which is actually genuine coconut from the beach, and that's $1.50. So the food has arrived and I've got the spag bol, not being very adventurous, but it looks decent. Ivana's gone for some Cambodian dish. It's obviously got an egg on the top of it. What is it, beef? Some kind of beef thing. And Elgie's gone for, what's that? Beef lemongrass salad. Looks good. Thank you. And it looks like all the locals are having a good old knees up as well. And it's only a Tuesday night. Just up for breakfast now. This is the view in the morning. The sun is really hot already. I think it's 30 degrees. It's only about 6:30, up early because of the jet lag. And this is the dining area. It's like a buffet style breakfast, although they do have a couple of selections. We had a French breakfast, which was nice, but a little bit sweet. It was like a cheese and ham toasty, but with icing sugar on, so maybe not the best, but pool table as well for later on. And in the distance, I don't know if you can see it, probably not, is the Mekong River. Okay, it's morning now in Phnom Penh and we're going to a bat tree. Is that right? Where there's loads of bats in it. Okay, and after the bat tree we're going to go to the temple. What's the temple called? Sorry?
Royal Palace.
The Royal Palace. And we're just in a tuk-tuk. There's a tuk-tuk driver behind us. Not as busy it was yesterday afternoon. And it's not too hot just yet, but it is forecast nearly 40 degrees later on today. But not now. Okay, we're here at the bat tree now. I'll have to zoom in on it a bit. I don't know if you can see from there, but it is absolutely full of bats. Big bats as well, actually. What kind of bats are they? I think it said fruit bats. And some other kind of bat. Not great on information, am I? But yeah, if you look closely, there's loads of bats in those trees. Pretty big things. They're making some noise as well. Alright, next stop today is the Royal Temple. Right, we're now at a place called Wat Phnom. Whoa, look at that thing. Massive bird there. Anyway, Wat Phnom is an artificial hill that was built in 1373. Believed to be on the instruction of a wealthy lady. And inside it we've got a lot of Buddhist statues that we're just going to check out now. Oh yeah, there's another one of them. Is it a toucan? Yeah, I think it is. Nice bird, let's just check it out. What is it then? There we go, there's Buddha. Obviously Cambodia is a Buddhist country. A few mixtures of other religion as well, I think Hinduism, some Muslim, some Christian, but predominantly it is a Buddhist religion. Not sure about this one though. Needs work on its lippy application. Okay, as usual, we like to sample the local beer, and this one's Angkor from Angkor Wat, which is the very famous temple that we're not actually going to, but we're trying the beer anyway. And Helch has been choosing her tea for later, so she's going to have these frogs. So it's boiling up here on the roof. As you can see, the current temperature is 36 degrees. Okay, lunchtime at our hotel on the roof. Elch has gone for the fish and chips. Ivana's getting the chili chicken, something or other, and rice, and I'm having the calamaris. So we've just taken a tuk-tuk to the Mekong River, and behind me you can see the Royal Palace. We were going to go to the Royal Palace for a tour, but it actually shut about an hour ago. So anyway, we'll just have a look at the Mekong River, which is over here. This is a very famous river. It goes through Cambodia and then up through Vietnam, through Ho Chi Minh City, where we were briefly yesterday. Still very hot. It's late afternoon now, probably about 36 degrees, but it doesn't feel too bad, to be honest. It was very hot earlier on. Here we go. So the Royal Palace is over there. And this is the Mekong River. So we just asked on the street, once the tuk-tuk driver had took us here, where we get the boat. Somebody spoke to somebody else, and then this guy with the red top on here is taking us to one of these boats down here. And we hopefully are going to go on a sunset cruise. Okay, we've found the boat. This is $5, and it apparently includes a drink. boat trip now, and we've got a pretty cool view of the Phnom Penh skyline. You can see the sun going down just over there. It's a rapidly developing city, you can tell by all these new skyscrapers that are being built. Not really noticed much poverty or much begging. Most people seem very happy, which is always good to see. I was saying earlier, I've not seen much poverty, but then again, on this side of the river, if you look over there, we can see quite a few slums. Just arrived at the famous Phnom Penh night market now. Looks like this part of it's closed mainly. That's one of the main exports of Cambodia, textiles. And there's still a lot of people employed in agriculture. Spiders. We're looking for some dodgy food stuff. Apparently they sell spiders. So in Asian style, people are all eating it sat on the floor on rugs. Still not seen any spiders though. Ooh, what are they? Are they still alive? Probably not. Just on the way back now from the night market, heading back to our hotel area. Very busy tonight. As you can tell, in Cambodia, you don't get normal taxis. You tend to always get a tuk-tuk. Usually very cheap. This fella's slightly tried to push it. He wanted $5 to get back to our hotel, and we'd only paid $2 to get it here. So I haggled him down to $4. I'm not sure what temperature it is now, but it's still absolutely roasting in Phnom Penh. It was 26 earlier, and I don't think it's dropped below that now. So it doesn't matter where in the world you are, Premier League is massive. And they've got Liverpool versus Brighton on the TV here in Phnom Penh. Just in this restaurant bar type of place. So we're on our way to Koh Rong Island now, and we're getting the bus from near the airport in Phnom Penh, and the bus will take us to Sihanoukville, where we'll get the ferry over. So far it's been a bit of a nightmare this morning because the tuk-tuk driver from the hotel had no idea where he was going. We went all over the place, checking with people, pulling up by the roadside. But we think we're in the right place now, so just waiting for the bus to arrive. Finally made it to the ferry terminal in Sihanoukville, and this is where we're going to get the ferry over to the island, which leaves in about 10 minutes time. So for the Koh Rong part of our holiday, I've decided to include it in a separate video, but as you've watched this far, I'm sure you're keen to crack on, so keep watching for more Phnom Penh. So we've returned from Koh Rong now, and this is the hotel we're staying in for the next 2 nights, and our last 2 nights in Phnom Penh. It's called the Hotel 51 Hotel, or the Phnom Penh 51 Hotel, and it's only £31 per night English money, and it's pretty decent, to be honest. So we're just going to go out now for a curry while we're in Asia. I think that counts. And we've just looked on Google for Indian restaurants near me, and apparently there's one about 60 metres away, so we're off to there now. Okay, while we're in Asia, just come out for an Indian. We've got chicken jalfrezi and chicken madras. Looks good, with some keema naan and some basmati rice. So back on the rooftop for our penultimate day in Phnom Penh. And this is a different hotel, like I said before, to the last one we stayed in, but with the same amazing view of the Phnom Penh skyline. There's the bar area over there. And if we go over here, you can actually see the hotel that we stayed in for the first 2 nights. Well, it's probably difficult to see from there, but it's those lights on the top of that roof in the distance. But this one is great as well. It's nearly half the price of the last one. Rooftop area is quite a lot smaller. It's not quite as fancy as the last hotel, but for £31 a night, you really can't complain. The only problem with these rooftop bars is if you suffer from vertigo like I do. Oh my god, look at this, there's a kind of glass floored. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go over there. Yeah, I'll steer well clear of the edges. And it's our last day in Phnom Penh now, and quite depressing but very interesting. We've just visited the Genocide Museum. Very grim. It's in an old school. It was converted into a prison and torture chambers. I'm just stood outside it now. That is the school. Ooh. We're not allowed to film inside for obvious reasons. You can take photos with your camera if you want to. Anyway, this is the school and the Genocide Museum. The school. And you can see the barbed wire still there to keep the prisoners out. They were tortured here and then taken and killed in the killing fields on the outskirts of Phnom Penh. So I've now just come to the Russian market, which is a huge indoor market in Phnom Penh. Russian market because in the old days it was a Soviet country, communist country, Cambodia, and there were lots of Russians, Soviets, who came here to do the shopping, to trade, to live here, hence the name the Russian market. Ivana's up to some wooden carvings. She collects wooden carvings wherever we go. So, yeah, this is definitely what she was looking for. I like a mug or cup that you drink out. Ivana's the worst haggler in the world. She won't even try to haggle.
This bloke won't haggle. Won't haggle?
Anyway, the woman said 20, so I said 15, which is not too low. Anyway, she said 18, so we did get it down. But Ivana just won't haggle, full stop. And I don't know if I mentioned it's hot in Cambodia, but it's extremely hot. Today's about 38 degrees. It's about 10 degrees hotter than it is on the island, the Korong Island that we were at. Really absolutely sweltering. Apparently there's been a heat wave even by Southeast Asia standards, so yeah, absolutely boiling. Very typical in this part of the world. You look at the cables up by the side of the road, absolute mass of old cables going right down the street. Look like they've been there for years. More of them up there. Yeah. So we're just going to check out this temple now. Buddhist temple. Buddhism is the main religion in Cambodia. I think it's the coolest religion. Most people seem to think so. Generally peaceful. You don't get many wars with Buddhists. So we're just going to find out how we go in here. Or if we can. So I'm not up on Buddhist religion, but I'm assuming that is the Dalai Lama. Is that right? Is that the Dalai Lama? Yeah, but it could still be him, couldn't it? I'm sure it is. Anyway. Yeah. He looks older. Are we allowed in? That's the question. I think we are. of different temples around Phnom Penh. This one's right near our hotel, but it's very impressive. Big gong there. Let's have a look into the garden. And we think the monks live here because we saw the monks' clothes draped over a balcony before. So one going over to the shop. It seems that anybody can come to most of the temples. Just got to be respectful, obviously. Take your shoes off at the door, as we did then. And women need to be covered. Make sure you have your legs and your arms covered. Well, most of them anyway. And this is one of the oldest temples in Phnom Penh. It's older than the royal palace, in fact, and this temple was built in 14 something. I don't know the exact date, but 14 something or another. There we go. So we noticed a few people yesterday drinking this cocktail. It's called a Corona Margarita. Although they did run out of Coronas, so we've got a Tiger Margarita. No idea how you drink it or what you're supposed to do with it, but never mind, we're going to give it a go. So it's our last day in Phnom Penh. Final day by the pool, on our rooftop pool bar. And as you can see, we've got the whole rooftop pool, infinity pool to ourselves. The heat is unbelievable. Mid 30s, 35 up to 37, 38 today. But it's not too bad when you've got a pool like this and you've got a bar over there. We've had a great time. We've been to Koh Rong. Obviously we started off in Phnom Penh, ended up in Phnom Penh again, and we're heading back tomorrow via Qatar. So we've heard some issues in the Middle East at the moment which could affect flights, so we're really hoping that it's not going to affect our flight too much. We fly tomorrow afternoon to Qatar. Got a long stay over in Qatar, unfortunately, through the night, and then from Qatar back to Prague. So anyway, if you ever think about coming to Cambodia, really this is the time to come before it becomes a mass tourism type of place and before the prices go up. Unbelievable value, highly recommended. Just missed a tuk-tuk that had a spoiler on the back. Obviously he goes really fast because he's got the spoiler on the back of the tuk-tuk, so he's in the distance up there. Just arrived at the airport now, and we're saying goodbye to our tuk-tuk driver Simon. He's been driving us around for the past couple of days. Bit of a tip: if you're happy with one of the tuk-tuk drivers, just get his WhatsApp number and he'll be happy to come and pick you up. from your hotel and take you wherever you want to go for a bargain price. This trip to the airport is just $7, and it's about a 40-minute journey.
Yes. Is that okay?
Yes.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say no, it's not enough. No.
One
I'll
more.
take one more.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Okay, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much
And
for
good
your
trip.
concern.
Yeah. All the best and good trip.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good time.
When
Have a good
we
life.
come back, we have
Yeah.
your WhatsApp.
Yeah, next
Okay.
time.
Adam, Ivana,
Yeah.
Helena.
Yeah, I love that. Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So this is it, end of the journey in stifling hot Phnom Penh. 38 degrees today, and we're at the airport ready for the long journey back. So I hope you've enjoyed our time in Cambodia. We certainly have. We'll be coming back sometime, definitely in the future. Maybe checking out Vietnam as well. And ready for 26 hours long journey back to Prague now. Okay, see you soon from our man in Prague.